evening, Facebook friends, and even those that are not Facebook friends.
It's Alex.
And Janine with Pablo.
Hey, Pablo, what's up, guy?
Yeah, Brandon. Alex here with Janine and Brandon behind the camera for another virtual hard hat tour, and we're starting outside tonight on a glorious Midwest, humid, hot evening.
It's a steamy potato. Steamy potato.
So we're here to give you updates on what's happened over the last week. It should be fairly quick. It's been a holiday weekend, so we didn't get a full 7 days of work in. We took a little bit of time off.
I was like, we did so much work, guys, this whole project.
We put our hammers down for a couple of days.
So much.
Yes. But we still have some exciting things to show you. We're outside where we haven't been in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, we haven't.
So we wanted to show off some of the progress that's happened out here, and we'll take you inside, show you some of the updates there. If this is your first time joining us, what are the rules of the game?
Rules of the game are send your comments and questions often. I will be monitoring them, and we will answer them live on camera. Sometimes we give you polls.
Yes, questions.
Last time we had what's a food song?
Well, in the pop and soda debate, but
Pop and soda.
It wasn't really a debate. Pop pretty much won it out,
yeah, that's
as
true.
it should have. So we are outside in front of the new addition. So if you're looking back behind us there, that is 2nd Street, back towards the very front of the building. And some of the stuff that's happened just in the last week, landscaping is starting to go in. It's still definitely a work in progress, but once this all gets cleaned up.
It's finished. Yeah.
Once it gets all cleaned up, it's going to be very cool out here. So we'll let Brandon do kind of a flyover of, we'll let Janine do some ASMR narration.
These are some lovely boxwoods. They've been planted askew to keep the eye guessing. Keep everyone wondering. And then when they're fully grown, it'll be a nice bunching of boxwoods. Boxwoods bunched. Stand by for my ASMR YouTube channel.
Soothing nature sounds. But very excited. We talked about this before. Previously, all of our deliveries, whether it was concessions or other things we would be getting in from Coke, Gold Medal, would have to go across the original historic floor, our beautiful tile floor.
Yes.
And it always made us kind of nervous with the big pallet jacks and the pallets and everything going across there.
And it's super distracting because if any of you didn't know where our office is, it's right above the front doors. So you have a pallet, and even with construction, you'll be on the phone or you'll be trying to talk, and it's just, and you're like, give me 30 seconds. So it's not only obviously preserving the historical elements of our theater, which is highly important.
Preserving our sanity.
Our sanity as well. Which
so
is
this will be our delivery avenue. We should put up a little sign, delivery avenue.
Down to
a little runway into the addition. So this is where all of our deliveries moving forward will come through for Coke, beer, concessions, everything. We've got a center post that we can take out so we can easily come down the sidewalk from 2nd Street, take pallets in there. Where are all the exits? Very good. So this will be really nice to get those deliveries. We also, at a lot of private events, whether it's weddings, fundraising events, we host a lot of nonprofits here that get catered stuff in, and it's always sometimes a little awkward when the caterer is trying to bring stuff in through the front doors as people are coming in, or towards the end of an event, trying to clean up out back through the lobby. So this will be awesome to be able to kind of bring all of that truly back of house and not through the middle of everybody that's still having an event, whether it's a wedding or a nonprofit event. So very excited about that.
What's also nice is, so sometimes when we have big shows and we have a meet and greet before, sometimes it's in the auditorium. Sometimes we don't need our volunteers right then, so they're entering through the stage doors, through this private meet and greet, which is, again, just distracting. So this can now be a nice entry for our volunteers when we have those events that are happening on our stage, happening in our auditorium, prior to the general public getting there, prior to the volunteers getting there. So again, just another way to keep certain spaces not having the secrets revealed of having shipments go out.
Make the operations of the theater way better
back
than we've
behind
had
the
before.
curtain.
So anyway, so landscaping going on out here. Some of the other things we haven't been able to show, or we just haven't wandered outside over the last couple of tours. But some of our final lighting is now in. We'll let Brandon kind of hop up into the alley. The alley has been completely poured, so all the concrete is done there. And we'll let Janine maybe Vanna White some of the new lighting fixtures up here.
Look at him. They're beautiful. Drive past them at night.
It's a beaut,
It's lit.
Clark.
We lit. So no, when we saw them in the box, guys, we were a little concerned because they're quite large. But actually, we think for the building, they are the perfect size. And so you can see we have the really decorative ones along the front and down the side. But then you also have
Kind of your typical wall pack.
wall pack lights. But again, the whole reason and the design aspect of this building was to make it so it didn't feel like a forgotten part. We wanted to make it decorative. We wanted to make it feel like a pedestrian walkway with great lighting. So sadly not this year with Cornfest, but hopefully in the future when we want this to be a nice pass through, this will have plenty of lighting so it can feel safe, it can feel warm, it can feel welcoming, and not like a back part of a building that we didn't forget about. We wanted this to be
Even
very
our neighbors,
intentional.
we've got some great retailers right along the alley here. They've done some back alley markets where they've brought in all sorts of vendors and set up throughout here. Previously, there was probably never really a reason for you to walk down here, but it was a
Right.
mixture of broken concrete, asphalt that was caved in, bricks all over the place, especially in the winter and when it rained. There was all sorts of puddles, and
Yeah.
it just was not a very conducive area to do anything for pedestrians. So we're really excited that through this project, we were able to work with the city and really improve this, not only for cars going through here, but for pedestrians, and really make it a usable space. As Janine was just talking about, whether it's Cornfest, we're working with our neighbors for other, outdoor retail events. Heck, we've even talked about, we've got coffee shop down here and some other things that could set up some tables and
For the
chairs
back alley
out back.
market,
Yeah.
when they had that in the fall. They've had this in the past in Palmer Court, so ways that we can make it, again, so it's more user friendly. So if someone's, walking with a cane or a wheelchair, this is so much more user friendly. You're not going to be worrying about tripping while you're going someplace. So very excited.
Yeah.
And then you're also not going to drive into our building. Ya-ta-ta-ta! And
If
we
you
know,
do, you've been warned.
yeah, you've
so.
been warned. And I think we've talked about this since 2018 now. A fire truck will fit through here,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is very exciting. So it's nice and big. So when we have, like Alex said, we have back of storefronts here. So if they have to bring shipments, if they have to bring pallets, this is also, again, very user-friendly. We want to be good neighbors, and the city was really great in working with laying this out and not just having it be a forgotten space again.
Yeah, so this is all concrete now. It was poured 8 inches thick to be able to accommodate the weight of the delivery trucks, the trash trucks that go through here. So because of how thick the concrete is, it actually takes 28 days for the
Yes.
concrete to cure. So that's why it's still blocked off. If you've been downtown, if you actually look at the end of the alley there, you'll see a skid steer blocking, trying to make sure that no traffic actually comes down here yet. We've got just a couple weeks left for this concrete to fully cure. It's safe enough to walk on. We don't weigh, thankfully, as much of a semi-truck.
We'll never tell.
So far it's safe for us to be out here, but we'll keep traffic off of this until it's fully cured. So
We do have some questions. We have one, where are the dumpsters? Good question, Lynn. We can't walk down there because we'll lose Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
But use your imagination. Da, 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 da. So see,
I'll wander down.
look at him, Vanna-ing. So we actually put in 2 new corrals, the city did, but you can see they have these nicely designed textured bricks where our nice little dumpsters will have their home. Da, da, da. Alex looking so cute. Oh my gosh, trash places. But what's going to be great is, again, all of these buildings back here, all these businesses, as well as us, will be able to exit out here, put our trash where it needs to go, and we'll have room for the garbage trucks to maneuver around back in here and take our trash away in a safe and clean manner. So that is a good question, where are the dumpsters? So again, with any of our volunteers who are watching, some of them have come on the tours. Since we will be having new carpet, we have been in the habit, especially when it's freezing cold. We had quite a walk to get to the old dumpster corral, and it wasn't super organized in a way that made sense. Now these are really nicely laid out, so when shows are done, we can easily grab bags, throw it out the back, and same with these businesses. Have a nice
You're good.
entry out the back. Guest star roll!
We're just doing a Facebook Live.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
One of our great neighbors here.
Speaking of one of our lovely businesses owners, we
Yes.
really are. Have a good night.
But
Oh,
Yes.
thank you.
One of the last things I want to point out here, Brandon, if you want to kind of look up at the side here, it might be kind of hard to see on video. We were talking about the lights here, but we've also got kind of some accents in the architectural elements here. They kind of look like big frames. Our thought was in the future that we could potentially look at some different art pieces or murals that we could put in these kind of picture frames. Right now it's just kind of a cool architectural element to make the building look interesting and really jazz up the alley here. But we would love in the future, whether it's on the addition here or actually over here along where all the new landscaping is, this brick wall. We have grand ideas of some sort of mural.
But not grand funding.
Yes. But if you have any fun ideas
Yes.
of what might be a cool mural to have outside, comment below and let us know. We'd love to know what your ideas are. If you've ever seen, I think out in California, I don't know if it's in LA, there's, you know, kind of the iconic, it's these wings painted on a wall, on a
Nashville
building.
has that too.
Yeah, so everybody that goes there always stands in front of it, gets their picture taken. So we'd really love to do something like that here. If you come to a show, you're going to want to come and get your picture taken with it. So if you have any ideas, comment below. We'd love to hear what creative ideas you guys have that we could put on a mural outside. So
Anything else out here?
any questions, comments so far?
No, people have been asked about the dumpsters. They're excited about that. It's awesome.
All right.
I've been told I'm cute, so thank you, Courtney. You're also cute. It's Courtney.
Leaving Brandon and I out, so.
Obviously. So then we've walked you through this room before. Our storage room, we are through this door and have a nice set of lockers, because in the past we've talked about how our back storage room, which was storage, concessions, cleaning, janitorial,
random tech storage,
and also our volunteer lounge, which was basically just a hanger where you could hang your coats. So this is going to be a much improved space. You'll see you walk into this nice clean space. So
I have to interrupt.
yes, interrupt.
There was no joke to start tonight.
oh, there's no joke.
Was it
Well,
just the laughing at our faces?
Yes. This was my fault because Janine said she's been carrying all the weight about jokes for all the previous weeks, and she said it was my turn this week to come up with a joke. I was trying really hard to come up with some sort of joke about air conditioning since it's so hot out and we have air conditioning now.
That makes sense.
I just couldn't come up with one that was cool enough.
Moving on. So far, we have the Egyptian Theater Eye and a Scarab Beatley Sue. The Scarab Beatley is my favorite. That is a solid suggestion. Ooh, we have our things to show off that we've teased.
Let me go turn on some more lights.
So guys, we've talked about this. We haven't yet shown you in the flesh what they look like. Yeah, you should. So, as you all know, we've gotten to know each other over the past 9 months or so. We are getting our liquor license. This is very exciting. And we have one of the elements that will make that come to fruition. Da, 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 da. I cannot take plastic off in a nice fashion. So this is one of our beer towers. So you can see we'll have 4 different types, beep, 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 which will have our nice little handles. So we are working on exactly what beers that will be, but it'll be different offerings from domestics to hopefully a local beer to a seasonal beer like the Gaelic Storm. You have to have Guinness because, come on.
Yeah.
So this is, we took a lot of time to choose a nice
Yes,
gold
and while
shiny
we
piece.
refer to this as gold, we want to make sure everybody understands it's gold finish, not actual gold.
The toilets and everything in here are made of solid gold. We are at $100 million for our budget. No, these are just nicely.
Yes, but the finish on these are phenomenal.
Yes.
Again, a lot of these finishes are hard to see through the camera. Some of the volunteers and other donors that we've brought in recent weeks have commented. They said, "Oh my God, I've been watching your virtual hard hat tour, so cool, but to see this in person,
really
all
see
the
the
detail and the
detail.
colors and everything." So happy with how this blends in and really makes all the colors pop. Really works well. And again, so there's a station with 4 different beers here. There will be 2 different service stations that share this. So we've got one tower here, there's another one down here. So there'll be two down here. As of right now, the plan is that both of those and the one upstairs will have the same identical 4 beers. Make it easy, everybody's got the same thing. We've talked about it's frustrating if you're standing in a line, you know, 4 lines, you pick a line, you get up there, and then you realize, oh, what you want is in the other line
like
down
I want
there.
Sam Adams, or like stand on the other line, like.
So we want to make sure we try and, you know, provide as much of the same experience everywhere. So it doesn't matter what line you get in, you're good to go.
Exactly.
But we're super happy with how these turned out. And I know you guys, the beer drinkers of the staff, are eager to try it out. So
Wait, guys, 4:30 around here is going to get super fun.
yeah. So I know we've asked it before, but we'll do a little informal poll as well. Let us know what 4 beers you would like to see on tap. We have kind of an idea of, you know, what we think might be good. We at least want one local beer.
Yes.
So whether it's from the Forge or we've got
Byers.
you know, Byers, some other great opportunities throughout DeKalb County and the region.
Yes.
So it could be seasonal, could be
Yeah.
standing one. So let us know below, comment what 4 beers you would like to see at the Egyptian Theater.
Yes.
Yes.
There's many we would like to see. Spotted Cow from Wisconsin every week.
Piped in straight from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Direct tap. We're not that far from the border.
no, it's totally fine.
Yeah. Branding behind the camera.
No, you can buy kegs.
do that?
Yeah, you can buy kegs of Spotted Cow.
Yeah.
Oh, it can be done. It can be done. A cider would be nice. That is a very good one, and apparently your thumb is getting in the camera.
I did that on purpose.
Oh, well, Sue,
I gave a thumbs up. 'Cause
That
I
was
like
a-
beer.
That was in
I read that incorrectly. I thought your thumb was just like
No.
technical
intentional
term.
thumb. So.
Intentional thumbs.
Anyway, so that's the progress down here on the first floor. And upstairs, they've continued with plaster. So if there's no other questions down here,
Let's go.
let's head up to the mezzanine.
I'll follow up like David did.
Ooh, you're gonna do
Brandon's going to be fancy.
the David
He's
camera
going to
one.
go up backwards up the stairs.
We're walking up the stairs. But no, this week there is as much to show because, like Alex said, it was a holiday
week.
Let's figure out how to turn the lights on up here. You know
Yes.
ways. We know ways.
I'll be back.
So you can see our air conditioning is still on in the darkness. Alex is going to turn on the lights because, as you can imagine, we don't have a lot of light switches right now. As you can see, wires hanging about from the ceiling. Oh my gosh, we have light. So let's go into our expanded foyer. So I can't remember if I told you guys last week that they finished all the little details in the coving. So obviously they had been putting it up, but they filled in all the little screw holes, all those little details. The corners are looking sharp, which looks so, so good. It truly is, I'll say it every week, artwork. Truly is artwork. And then if you notice, we do have some walls that are textured and some that are not. Is there a reasoning behind it, or is it just they haven't done it yet?
Most of it is because they haven't gotten to it yet.
But some of the spots are smoothie doos.
Yeah, so the entryways here where the doors are at will be smooth plaster to kind of accentuate the entryways, and then the walls surrounding that will be the textured as part of kind of the room here.
Very nice, very, very nice. So you can see our other beer tap is there, disassembled, but it will rise soon.
Very close to being installed. We showed last week the beer lines coming up. We still need to do the GoPro down 2 floors. So we talked about this last week.
Would love to do, yeah.
Brandon wasn't here for that, but
We were
Janine
singing
committed
Mission Impossible.
to
Did I?
Mission Impossible style GoPro all the way down to the basement. So if you want to see Janine do that, give us a thumbs up. No pressure.
I'm going, no, okay.
Yeah.
We got a comment from Stacy. You should get smart lights so you can say, turn on mezzanine lights. Great idea, and we've kind of got it in a sense. We were pushing buttons today and they didn't do anything, but they will soon, and let me describe why. So right now, if you come into our auditorium, we have, I guess technical term would be, I call it working lights and pretty lights. So working lights
Tour
is
mode.
yeah.
Yes.
There we go. Tour mode. So when we have our working lights, we can push one button and it turns on all of the lights in our auditorium that are working lights. That is just for us cleaning, working around the auditorium. And then we have our tour lights, which is the pretty accent lights and all of that drama that's in our auditorium. Same thing is going to happen with our new spaces. So we can have buttons preset of clean mode or show mode or during show mode, which might dim it down a little bit more, or say we have a wedding and we want to have a different type of lighting. So we're going to have all of these hopeful little quick buttons that then we can just be like, hey, we're in show mode now, dim lights. Or we need to let people know that intermission's almost over, set chimes. So all these different things that will make our job easier, because right now it's on radio. Hey, Janine, can you push the dimmers? And it's now we'll just do a nice button push. Everyone from in the bathrooms to getting their popcorn will be alerted. Hey, show's about to start. Exactly. So that's going to make it smooth and seamless. So kind of the same thing. We won't have a clapper, but you know.
But we
Next
could
best
always just tell Brandon, you know, that it's on like a Alexa, and he'll just be in the theater yelling, you know, Alexa,
No, I
turn the
think it's
lights
just
on.
going to be Alex. Alex, do this.
That'll be maybe our initiation for new interns. We'll have them
Oh.
walk around through the lobby, and you just have to yell loud enough.
I really hope Ben Bingle's not watching. He's like, you guys are never getting an intern. We love them. We treat them very well.
And
they
most
treat
of
us
our
well.
interns love us, so,
Yeah.
you know,
Sean might differ.
yeah.
We love Sean. What was this?
Some of them stay around.
That's true. Brandon did stick around.
Yes.
Mom.
You know, you have good enough blackmail, you can keep anybody around, so.
Hi guys, I swear we haven't like this has been a fun Tuesday. I think we got
Yeah.
all wound up, we got busy, and it got to be 5:15, and here we are ready to go, giving you a tour.
It's the holiday weekend.
It's
It
the
kinda,
holiday weekend.
You know, you enjoy relaxing, some time off, and then you're ready to get back at it. And
It's good, we haven't gotten any angry faces.
yeah, everybody's logging off. So
Do we want to show the vestibule?
yeah, so we can show off. These ceilings are the same here. They've gotten the smooth done.
The
on
smooth,
this-
you say?
Yes.
Let's
which
see the smooth.
Brandon might be able to show if he kind of goes up on the little
Wait.
platform here.
This dude?
Yep.
Oh.
So
look
the walls
at
are
that
still
smooth.
textured, not the fancy final texture, but it's textured to get plaster on there. And then the ceiling is super, super smooth.
I see that.
And that's the finished plaster layer there. That's what will get painted. So that's done. But the textures down here, or the walls down here, still have the rough coat so that they can put the fancy texture
Sticky
on
bits.
there.
Sticky bits.
So,
Look
and
at that
then
texture
just a little
shot.
bit further down will be the restroom vestibule that they
We're turning on
got the
lights.
texture on.
Don't you worry. We're gonna life away. Will Ride Like an Egyptian happen this year? No, Lynn, we had to cancel Ride Like an Egyptian because if people were just on their bikes, on the road, obviously that's social distance. However, the pre-check-in and post-meal is right in our lobby. That's awful close. Same with bathrooms, as well as majorly the central rest stop. We have hundreds of bikers coming through one spot with very limited bathrooms. We wouldn't have a ton of time to clean. We offer a lot of food, which would not be sanitary during this time. So unfortunately, we did have to cancel Ride Like an Egyptian this year. So, but hopefully we'll be back. Sad times. Follow us down to the vestibule. Do-do-do. So, we've talked about our restroom vestibule. Dee-dee. And it's textured. Dee-dee. So again, just a nice, oh, they smoothed it, dude. Very nice.
Yep.
Very nice.
Losing Wi-Fi here.
Oh, are we now? Stand by.
So we're probably coming in and out here, but the restroom vestibule, they got all that plaster done, so that's ready to be painted.
Yeah, it's a little choppy.
And I guess as we come back down here, you'll see along the base there, there were some different areas that had to get patched in. So you can see the plaster texture that they've done along there. And once
Those
that's,
gorgeous
they'll repaint the entire
overboard.
wall. And hopefully none of us, including ourselves here, will even know where they started and stopped.
Yeah, because even with just taking the paint color out of it, just looking at how they match that kind of texture, it's just bananas. It's just bananas, guys, the way they do it. And layman's like ourselves going, it needs to be more squishy, squishy, not so squishy, squishy. And they're like, yeah, no, we got it. And they do exactly that. Like, we are not communicating in technical terms, and they're still so good at understanding exactly what we're trying to communicate and making it come to life, which is, again, magic to me.
Yeah.
They're pretty darn phenomenal.
So those are, do we have any other questions?
How long will auto lights stay on in the restroom? Good question. 20 minutes or 30?
I think currently it's on about 15 minutes, but I think it's
15.
adjustable.
Yeah, because we understand you don't want to be in the middle of going to the bathroom and like, so we made it a longer duration, and especially during shows, you're going to get so many people coming in less than 15-minute increments.
Yeah, so most of the public areas, the lobby area, the expanded foyer, the rear lobby downstairs, while it's on a control system on touchscreens and stuff, that we can change different things. The bathrooms and a lot of our storage rooms and stuff are on occupancy sensors, so automatically when somebody goes in, senses movement, the lights will come on, stays on, for 15, 20 minutes after the last movement was. So really helps to make sure for energy efficiency, if anybody forgets to turn lights off at the end of the night, helps keep our electric bills low. And as it's really hot out, we've talked about this actually weeks and weeks ago, that almost all of the lighting throughout the addition and the lobby spaces have been changed over to LED lighting. Not only is it super energy efficient and costs less to run, but in terms of air conditioning, they put off a lot less heat.
Yes.
And so it's less
No
AC that we have to pipe into the area to try and compensate for that. I think if we kind of remember, the track lights that we had up here in the mezzanine were very hot. It was like being on a buffet line.
They didn't look hot.
No,
They were ugly.
big. Yes. They were a little past their prime. let's
Yeah,
say.
they were,
Yes, but they were very warm, so especially this time of year prior to having air conditioning up here would just be absolutely unbearable.
So hot, especially during those June dance recitals. Any of you Fowler Dance Dimension Sycamore Rochelle Performing Arts Academy can attest. It was a toasty roast. And another fun fact about our automatic sensor lights, they will tell us when a ghost walks in. We've already had one that went off by itself, unexplained. Is it a ghost or was it just weird wiring? We can't say.
Pretty sure it was Ghost.
Yeah, because
They're a little ghost sensitive.
Jared hasn't.
We
messed
still
up any
need
of
to
his.
adjust the ghost sensitivity on those. Maybe
And-
lower down a little.
Yeah, lower down the ghost
Yes.
sensitivity.
All right.
Anyway.
Well, it is our weekly shameless plug
Shameless.
to make sure that we continue to get your support. After all, this is your Egyptian theater. This is not ours. We're just honored to be the staff that's here now, leading the way for you, and we can't wait to welcome you guys back once we can start having events again. But you can follow all of the progress online at lightscameradonate.org. You can make a donation online there. It's super simple. Any dollar amount is extremely appreciated and helps this project get to the finish line, especially during COVID right now where we've been shut down. Typically, we would have been able to continue collecting donations at events, talking to people as they were coming to movies, concerts, community events, and we haven't been able to do any of that. So most of you out there that are watching, I think, have already supported this project, and we thank you so much for that. And if you've already donated and can give another $5, every little bit helps. If you haven't donated yet, again, super simple. You can go online, lightscameradonate.org. You can pay online with a credit card. There's also information on there if you want to mail a check to us. That works as well. So we want to thank everyone that has supported this project. If you go, you can see a listing of all of the donors for this project so far on our website, and it's quite impressive to see how many people, not just within the DeKalb Sycamore community, but really all over the country at this point, that have some sort of connection back to the Egyptian theater, whether they grew up here, went to school at NIU, performed here. We continue to really be humbled by the amount of support that's out there. So we can't thank you enough, especially during these challenging times with COVID. Every little donation and every big donation is even that much more meaningful right now.
And then just to kind of, we'll keep you guys on the up and up, but we're nearing the end of this project, which sadly means we're going to be nearing the end of our hard hat tours. And we like coming to see you guys every Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Me. So we'll keep you guys posted as to, hey, what's going to be the final one, so that you guys aren't like, that was it? That was the last one? Let me know. I would have watched. So we will be in contact. That's how I would react. I just yell at my screen for no reason. But hopefully, like I said, in August is when we're going to be getting this brand new carpet, and oh my gosh, would that be the greatest like final one to end on. It'll just be me like rolling around on the carpet. Like, it's so beautiful. I love it. So we'll keep you posted though, because we've been talking about that internally of how close we're getting to those final things coming together, but we'll let you know so that we don't just deuce out.
And if people miss
Yeah.
us live on Tuesday night or don't have Facebook,
Yes.
can they still watch these?
Oh, they can watch them.
Yes.
They can watch them on our YouTube page. So go to the YouTube. Yep. Go to our YouTube page. We actually even have a playlist of all of our virtual hard hats. So if you just have a hankering for the Egyptian theater, you can watch from March 17th all the way through now in succession. It'll just loop them right for you guys. And you can do the Gift to Cobb County too, but like, you know,
Yeah.
if you're excited. But
People binge watch Netflix. By this time,
Thank
I
you.
think we've made it through most all of Netflix.
how have
now
we
it's,
not been picked up by Netflix
so
is the
now it's
question.
time to binge on the Egyptian theater.
Now.
Yes.
Currently, lightscameradonate.org. Give us some love because we love you, and we can't wait for you guys to be back here with us. We'll keep communicating. We do have some shows that are coming up this fall. Stand by. We're still waiting to make sure that we're doing this safely, make sure we're doing this correctly with state guidelines, but we will be in communication with anyone who has any tickets to our shows, hopefully by the end of the month, with either solutions to what we're going to do, or, hey, we hear you. We don't know the answer yet, and we're trying to figure it out with you guys. So thank you for being patient. We cannot contain our excitement to have you guys back. So know that anything we're doing is out of abundance of caution for you guys, and not because we don't want you back, because that would be a complete falsehood. We cannot wait to have shows here again. So stand by, and if you have any questions, shoot us a direct message, give us a call. We'd love to talk about it and make sure that you guys feel comfortable and feel that you know what's going on with us, because we're willing to talk about it. It's changing every day, and we just roll with it. So
Yeah.
thank you guys for being patient and understanding.
So thanks for joining us tonight. Come back next week, Tuesday, 5:30 p.m. for another virtual hard hat tour. We will be here, and we hope you'll be here with us.
Come on Thursday and buy popcorn.
Ah,
Bye.
yes.